So after Boruto chapter 47, there's just a lot of stuff on my mind. The reveal of Kashin Koji being a Jiraiya, the gallant clone, is just really mind-boggling still. So I really wanted to tackle the concept of Kashin Koji's life in a sense. So did Amado raise Kashin Koji? What was Kashin Koji's childhood like? If this guy is a clone who started at an adolescent state. So this is the kind of take that I am going for. So every clone introduced in the Naruto Boruto universe has had to start as an adolescent, and then basically they mature from there. Examples of this include the likes of characters like Mitsuki, Log, Shin Uchiha, like all those guys that were clones. They started off as, you know, adolescents, and then they had to basically grow. So considering that Kashin Koji is a clone of Jiraiya, I'm thinking that Amado engineered this dude. He was basically a child at first, and he probably had to raise him. So I'm thinking that Kashin Koji was created after Jiraiya's death. First thing that pops in my head is that Amado probably took that arm that Jiraiya lost and used that DNA to manufacture Kashin Koji, you know what I'm saying? But I am pretty sure that Amado served as Kashin Koji's parent / guardian during the beginning stages, considering he is the one that made him essentially. So, but I just really had to wrap my head around this. In order to become the fearsome shinobi that he is now, what did Kashin Koji's upbringing look like? Like, who trained him? Did he go travel to Mount Myoboku to gain his toad contract? Like, I believe that it's just a high possibility that Amado used growth acceleration, etc., and let Koji incubate till he was a certain age in order to kind of lessen the burden of Koji's upbringing. But it's just a lot of variables per se when it comes to if he started as an adolescent or he just basically let him mature inside of a tube, you know what I'm saying? And then once he became like an adult, he basically started giving him his task and stuff. So I definitely believe that Kashin Koji has surpassed Jiraiya in terms of ability. So he has definitely been sharpened quite a bit from Jiraiya's peak capabilities. He literally has new techniques and enhanced techniques that Jiraiya has, such as, I'm pretty sure from what we saw in the manga, he's able to use a balanced sage mode where he doesn't take on the characteristics of a toad. But do you think that Koji was like manually trained in all this, like he went through basically what regular shinobi go through? Or do you think Amado somehow programmed Koji to inherit all the skill and ability of his genetic template, Jiraiya? So it's really just a question of how advanced is Amado in terms of, we know in terms of his technology to clone. Did he create, literally, I'm pretty sure it's not a carbon copy, because it just doesn't look like a carbon copy. Even though Koji is younger than Jiraiya at this point, I'm pretty sure it doesn't look like a carbon copy. So the question is, was he able to basically create the exact Jiraiya in terms of abilities? He has some memories. Does he have some memories, or it's just a side effect of being cloned from someone? Like, I'm trying to understand. He has access and he reminisces about Konoha, or has he just been given details regarding his template Jiraiya so that he's aware of his existence, etc. So it really just piques my interest in terms of how they're gonna go about writing this, because, you know, they could write it either way. They could be like, Amado basically clone Jiraiya to the T, memories, etc., manipulation. He could have gave Koji like inside of his cybernetics attached to his brain or something. He could have inputted memories, because that's a common concept in sci-fi per se, to have memories injected into someone in order to manipulate them more, in a sense, because we know Amado, he's definitely a manipulative dude in terms of using Koji as a pawn and literally saying Koji was only created to kill Ishiki Otsutsuki. So it just makes me just really think. So do you guys think that Koji manually trained? Do you think that all this stuff was inherited via technology? That's the question. So let me know down in the comments below what you're thinking about this whole upbringing, because if Koji was raised as like a child, I'm pretty sure his childhood was a sad one, considering Amado doesn't care about Koji. He literally only views him as a tool, a piece of technology. So I have a feeling that he was kind of treating him how Jigen treated Kawaki. But it's also known that Amado has some sort of compassion for human life because of how he taught the Jigen once all those failed kid test experiments that he did. And you know, after like, I think it was like 3 or something failed, or however many failed, he was like, yo, like, I think we should try something different, because he was just seeing human life being thrown away. So Amado has some sort of compassion towards humans. So it's not to say he's gonna be straight savage mode, but I definitely think that his upbringing would be kind of like just real stern and awkward, because Amado is just a scientist who's trying to get to his end goal. So let me know in the comments below. It's been your boy Anime Analyst, the Young Jiggy Ninja. I'm out of here. Peace.